Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that I missed the first episode of Drag Race UK. I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it. But I am here to review and recap episode 2 of Drag Race UK. So like traditional Drag Race formula, the girls come back in from the previous episode. Gothi's gone. She wrote on the mirror that she's the UK's pork chop. I thought that was very cute. I thought that Gothi just in general was very cute, and I'm sad to see her go. I'm sure she'll do just fine. And like Willem said on Race Chaser, I'm sure when she comes back to the reunion, she's gonna have a brand new set of teeth, Mom. But let's not talk about that because she probably doesn't want it. So the girls all go into the workroom for the next day to start the new challenge, which is going to be a Downtown Abbey, I don't fucking know. I've never seen it, so I did not get a lot of the references. Actually, I didn't get any of the references, to be honest. But Vivian has on her little repeater badge, which, again, I don't get it. What is that? What is a Peter badge?
I'm wearing my repeater badge, feels absolutely amazing. I won, I'm telling the girls I rule the roost.
Somebody, please let me know. Or, I could just Google it, but I'm a little bit lazy. Cheryl Hole starts singing this cute little, bring it to the runway, but she goes, bring it to your mom's house. Mom's house.
This week, we're all gonna fucking bring it.
Bring it to your mum's house, mum's house. Bring it to your mum's house, mum's house.
And I feel like that's probably gonna be something that's gonna be stuck in my head and I'm gonna be saying a lot. So, fuck. And I also just, how come they all say tuppence so much? Like, from what I've gathered from the quick moment when Rue asked what tuppence was, it means vagina?
Mind me tuppence.
Wait, just to get things straight, what is a tuppence?
A tuppence is an old 2p.
No,
Yeah, we call it, a tuppence is your vagina.
Yeah.
I didn't understand any of that. But,
So they're talking about the vagina when they're talking about their tuppence? Okay, I don't really know, but I find it entertaining nonetheless. So RuPaul congratulates Vivian for winning last week's challenge. She has to put all the competitors in order from who she thinks is the most competition to the least competition. Naturally, she puts Scaredy Cat last, no tea, no shade.
Sorry. How original. I'm a dog person, I'm sorry.
And everyone else is somewhere in between, who cares? But so Vivian and Scaredy Cat being on opposite ends of the spectrum, mama, like gender, she's a spectrum. They're team captains, so I think, let's be honest, we already see where this episode is going. Scaredy Cat and Vivian choose their teams. Obviously, I think Vivian's team is the superior team. If I was there, I would have wanted to be on Miss Viviana's team. And I was really freaking surprised that Crystal was the last one to be picked, because honestly, I have been very pleasantly surprised with Crystal.
I'm that person. Fuck you, Vivian.
Crystal, that means you are on Team Scaredy Cat.
Playing the Canadian cousin.
After watching the Meet the Queens, I thought she was going to be kind of bland and boring, but I'm really liking her and she's one of my favorites right now, so I'm really rooting for Crystal. Also, while they're choosing teams, Miss Something Wong is being so dramatic, just so dramatic, girl. Like, piss, real hot, real bothered that she is not the first one picked. Like, she was not even close to being the last one picked. She was, in the middle, but she was still mad about it, girl. I'm not trying to bitch about Something Wong, though, because I really like Something Wong. I've been a fan of her on Instagram for a long time, and I'm rooting for her also, so I'm not trying to bitch about Something Wong. I was just saying she was a little dramatic about not being picked. I was like, relax, girl. RuPaul gives the girls their scripts, they choose all their roles, and then RuPaul comes in and does his little workroom talk through, whatever the hell. During the walkthrough, RuPaul asks if they have a team name, and Vivian's team says that they're Team Slag, and Bag of Chips just starts cracking up. And RuPaul says, I assume it's you who chose the name Team Slag, Miss Bagga. And she said, yes, it's me. It was me, my tuppence, we chose it. And RuPaul said, do you fancy a good old slag, Miss Bagga? And Miss Bag of Chips' reply fucking had me cackling.
Is the name you have, is it Team Vivian?
We do have a team name, but it's a bit questionable.
What is it?
It was Team Slag. Not my choice. Not my choice.
I'm guessing it's,
It was kind of, and I was like, yes, that's the one.
Bag of Chips, you fancy yourself a slag?
Oh, man, woman, or dog, I'd go through it.
And when Rue gets to the other team in the walkthrough, I mean, let's be honest, you can tell they're kind of a little shaky, mama. They were shaky. And then when the girls finally go into the set to do their skits, we'll say, Michelle was harsh. Harsh is an understatement. She was, as the kids would say, savage.
Cut. Because right now, I would slap you if I was Mrs. Moo.
Okay. She, like, really going in on the girls, but I thought it was well-deserved because a lot of them didn't know what the fuck they were doing or saying, for that matter, which is kind of important when you're memorizing a script. Another amazing moment with Miss Bag of Chips, who is quickly becoming my favorite queen on the season, and I really want Bag of Chips to win. I hope she does become the villain later in the season because I think she would be a fantastic and entertaining villain. But her line was much better, but she didn't know it, and Michelle goes, much better, Bagga. She goes, thank you very much, it's much better. Thinking that Michelle is saying that she's doing much better. And again, Bag of Chips had me rolling on the river and on the floor in laughter.
Much better. Is that better? Much better. Bagga, your line was much better.
Oh, my line was much better. I thought you were saying I was much better.
No, after you do it, you go, oh, much better.
Well, I thought you were saying I was much better.
No, I got that.
That was really the only memorable thing that happened while they were filming on that team, to be honest, because everyone else was pretty good. They knew their lines and they did the damn thing, so. But then on Miss Scaredy Cat's team, honestly, it was pretty much the exact opposite. They were all kind of sloppy, except for Davina DeCampo, because obviously she has so much experience in front of the camera. And Crystal also was good, I guess. So after everyone's done filming, of course it goes to everyone getting ready for the runway, and there is a very, I thought, a very sad moment with Something Wong, even though she didn't, cry about it or nothing. It wasn't some crazy sob story, where she's saying that her family obviously doesn't know she's gay, like a lot of the Asian queens, like literally every one of the Asian Drag Race girls, I feel like their families don't know that they're gay or drag queens, which is crazy. And she wasn't saying, not only do they not know that she's gay, they don't know that she quit her job, that she moved, that she's been living with her boyfriend for the past 5 years. Like, that is horrible.
Obviously, your parents know you do drag, I'm assuming.
No.
What?
Like, I don't have the heart to tell him. I think it's a cultural thing.
A, they don't know I'm a drag queen. They still think I work as a marketing exec in some company in London. B, they don't know I'm gay. C, don't know that I live with my partner of 5 years. So having that side of my life completely cut away from my mum and dad feels like I'm not letting them enjoy my successes as well.
So that was definitely a moment, and it was probably the only real memorable moment while they were all getting ready, other than Vivian just talking about how annoying Cheryl Hole is, which I have to say I'm disappointed in how annoying Cheryl has been, because I was really excited about Cheryl Hole being on this season, but whatever. Going to the runways, I thought this was a great runway theme. Bond villains, that's fabulous. Hello, I love it. Serena Shart was the Vivian's name. I thought that her look was cool. It really didn't have anything to do with poop, but her look was great. I love the name. I thought it was funny. Something Wong was Miss Mei Ting. Not Mei Ting Wong, just Mei Ting. And I also loved her look. I thought that it was great that she was bald. I think that, I don't know, I really, as you see, I'm not wearing a wig today, I'm rocking the big forehead, but I really, sometimes want to put on a bald cap, because I love the bald look. I think it's so cool. And I hope that Something Wong had a faux fur on the runway. Vinegar Strokes was Miss F Tits. Mrs. F Tits? I didn't really get the name, but then when she said it, she said, I think, if I heard correctly, she said, Tartan Institute of Terrorism or something. Okay. If I heard correctly, I'm very confused, but cool. I didn't really care about Vinegar's look. I thought it was kind of chopped, and I thought that that wig, that flat wig, needed to go. And then my girl came out next, Miss Bag of Chips, as Laser Manelli. this was her episode. I'm sure she'll have many more to come, but this was already her fucking episode. Probably the best concept on the runway. I don't know, is that a bold statement? But I loved it. Cheryl Hole then comes out as Double O Dipshits in a dress that is Dipshits. Girl, her first dress that she wore on the runway was so ugly, and I was so excited when she was gonna take it off, and then what she had on underneath was so boring. It was just a basic strapless silver leotard with a little bit of frill around her thigh with a little gun. My mom got me this 9mm for my 13th birthday. Tease. And then Crystal as Wanda Whipper, which again, surprised, I fucking loved Crystal's look. I thought that the orange robe was kind of ugly, and she didn't need it at all. I think she should have just came out like right away. She didn't need the little reveal. That kind of cheapened it for me. But besides that, perfect. I loved all of it. I fucking love that kind of ponytail with the mask. It's so cool. I really want to do a look like that. And then Scaredy Cat as Kitty Rouge. And she was cute, honestly. Scaredy Cat looked good. Her makeup still is really crazy, and her wigs are definitely far from good. But her look was a cute concept, and I liked it. The little... what's her name? They just found out that she, like... oh my god. The Amelia Earhart look. I thought it was so cute. Davina DeCampo as Paris Eat-em-up? Is that right? I did not understand the name at all. Like, is she a cannibal? Is that her character? I don't know. I didn't understand the name at all. She's, you know, in her signature red hair, but the look was a little... it was a little bit that. And then Blue Hydrangea comes out, finished with a fucking bang with Miss Triple Tatas. I mean, I thought hers was probably the most Bond villain-esque, for sure. Like, her makeup is always stunning. The headpiece was gorgeous. The 3 boobs looked great. She was really into the chaps, Miss Blue Hydrangea. She had the chaps on again this episode. Or I guess we've only seen her wear them in the promo in this, but, you know. The girls start watching everybody's skits. Again, like I said, I've never seen Downton Abbey. I did not get a single reference, and besides that, I didn't get the plots or the storylines of either of these skits at all. They made no sense to me, like, whatsoever. Like, why was Something Wong supposed to be Mariah Carey? Vivian and Bag of Chips were the clear tops in the group. Bag of Chips had me, again, rolling on the floor, cackling. She is so fucking funny. I'm obsessed with her and everything that she says. I didn't understand why everybody was dying. Who was killing them? Did Bagga kill them? Or Becky with the good hair?
Becky the maid! They actually call me Becky with the good hair! Wait! Look!
Kill them for some reason because she was a lesbian and she... what? I didn't get the skit. But I guess Vivian's team was better, for sure. I can't explain what the story was of the next skit because I didn't follow it at all. Crystal was surprisingly funny. I loved when she broke the third wall and looked directly into the camera. Very The Office of her.
It's quite the scandal.
Cheryl was under-delivering, which was disappointing because she's been such a big personality, but she really has not been able to deliver that to the challenges. So hopefully she'll kick it into high gear. And I do have to say, I was glad Vivian, like, called her out on being so extra in their, like, untucked portion in the mid-episode. But honestly, I hope that Cheryl Hole doesn't stop. If anything, I hope she leans into it and is just more loud, more obnoxious, and more annoying, and just becomes the villain, because that would be fucking everything, and then I would love her. Davina was funny in the skit. Scaredy Cat didn't do that bad. She was the team leader, so that's probably why she was in the bottom. Blue Hydrangea was the clear worst of the group. And then why were they all throwing up? That didn't make sense to me, but I did enjoy the guy on the Brit crew's face when they were throwing up. He probably didn't know that was going to happen because he looked shocked to say the least.
She's gagging.
And then, oh my gosh, Maisie Williams as a judge is so freaking cute. I love her. And then Graham Norton, call me weird, but I think Graham Norton is really sexy, and I'm into Graham Norton. It was obvious that Vivian's team was gonna win the challenge, and I'm so happy that fucking Bag of Chips won. I obviously have been gushing about her this whole time. This is really just a Bag of Chips recap, not even the whole episode, because I don't care about anybody else besides her. But she won the challenge, naturally, and I'm very happy. Scaredy Cat and Blue Hydrangea are in the bottom. And Scaredy Cat was sent packing. Scaredy Cat really did grow on me. Going into this, I thought I was gonna fucking hate her. Going into the Meet the Queens, I was like anti-Scaredy Cat. I was like, she better go home first. But no, she didn't. But, you know, she went home second, so bye-bye. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. The link will, of course, be in the description. And make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, mama. And apparently comments are really important, so comment something. Even if you want to comment that my makeup looks like shit or something, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. But again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.